Hello nerds, welcome back to the Waifus. I'm Sefhi, and today I want to talk a little bit about the new interception system that we are getting finally after a year of asking for more interception, more bosses, more things, or better rates. We're getting what it looks like an improved version of a special interception, which still doesn't guarantee but give us better chances at getting gear. So let's talk about this before we start. Leave a like, subscribe, and also, why is everyone saying that the new maid is Soda? It's too big. Soda is too big if you compare her to the picture that we have on Twitter. I'm just saying, I don't mind Soda. I don't mind Soda. I will prefer her over the other options, that's for sure. And I also hope it's not Alice, because I do not like Alice. So if it's Queenie or Pepper or Uni, I will prefer that over Alice. I'm just an Alice hater. What can I say? I've always been an Alice hater. I need to maintain my position. So, leave a like, subscribe. We're going to be live later. And let's talk about special interception, the new system we're getting, and what I'm expecting from it. So, before we go into the new system, we have to talk about the current system that we have. Special interception right now, if you everyday clear stage 9, it's giving us an 85% chance at a random item that we all know it's going to be trash, right? We all know it's going to be an abnormal piece or a defender piece or a pilgrim defender. Rocks are not a guaranteed drop, and that's being the biggest problem, both the gear and the rocks themselves, the custom models, because custom models, it's really hard to come by. Like when we talk about re-rolling here, right? Let's go here, for example, and let's talk to this piece. We have charge damage, attack, and defense. So I will need to log this charge damage, which costs 2 rocks, and then I will need to re-roll, which is gonna be costing me 2 every single time. And this is a first line, which means it's not even optimal to be locking a black line in here. So there is so many things involved on how many rocks you can throw into one piece of gear, not even like the whole character, into one piece of gear. You potentially are looking at literally at least 100 rocks per piece to get something really good, to get something you are like, okay, this is great, let's move into the next one. And let's be honest, if you're not getting a rock a day, most people are not getting a rock a day, so that is a long ass time just for one unit. So that's the biggest problem itself, not counting, of course, the gear itself being random, but they are fixing this by finally adding a conversion system. So now you'll be able to convert an abnormal piece, maybe 5 to 1 into whatever you need, a pilgrim attacker piece, which is huge in my opinion, and I'm really happy with that. Now, what I don't know, I'm not sure what would be fair, it's the ratio at which you can compare this gear. What do you guys think is like a good ratio? I think 5 to 1 is like the maximum I will be happy with, because you can get 5 pieces that you don't like fairly fast, right? Like 5 abnormal defender boots and then convert them into something else. I think 5 is like the limit. I will be like, okay, these look acceptable. I would prefer if it's 4. I think that would be amazing, but I think it's copium. So we'll see. Let me know what rate you think could be. So for the new system, what I expect to see. First of all, an actual new bosses in here. I'm tired of the same 5 bosses per day. Most of us right now run the same composition, auto or one shot or just Snow White or whatever. It literally takes 5 seconds to do interception and to get your 3 drops. So I would love to see more bosses in here, and not just like a fixed set amount of bosses that we rotate through, but actual random ones that they can be adding every so often, or maybe change from 5 bosses every single month, right? There is so many cool bosses that I will be down to fight on special interception, be it Nihilister, be it Land Eater, fuck Mother Well, but you can add that too if you want to, right? I'm also not sure about the difficulty itself that they are going to be doing for this new special interception and how hard it's going to be. We'll see. I'm actually excited for that. If it's like challenge right now, like challenge mode in the events, the last one, I think that's a good point for most people, and I will be down for that. Outside of those rotating bosses or different bosses for the new interception, please make this reward a guaranteed drop. Make this at least 1 per day. There is absolutely no way we can sustain the amount of units we get with the amount of rocks that we are getting. Even Wells, and again, this is not the problem only for free-to-plays, even Wells have issues with this because you can only buy so many rocks. Rocks you can only buy in here. This is the only place where you can actually buy rocks. These 2 packs right here, and I believe there is a couple more each event that will give you 3 rocks right here. Outside of there is not a daily pack or a monthly pack that's giving you rocks. So even for wells, this is a huge issue where we cannot invest or optimize our accounts properly, and not even optimize. Let's ignore optimizing the accounts because most people are casuals. Just invest in the units you like. Like in my account right now, after this third row, most characters are not fully overloaded, and the ones that are not really invested or really poorly invested, right? Starting with Mast, like we'll see nothing. God bless Crow, nothing. Like, there is literally a couple units without the skills, and that's why they are there, because I have resetted those units. And it's like, okay, yeah, I cannot even be using these ones because I can properly invest in them. Why would I even bother, right? And that ties with the next point that I wanted to talk about, which is the skills. Yes, fixing interception is huge. Giving us more resources or a guarantee if possible would be amazing. But the next problem and the next issue is the actual character skills, right? Yes, it's good that we are getting from time to time resets, but let's be real here. We need this either to be a permanent thing or you need to be giving us a lot more books. We're getting 2 to 3 units per month. You cannot even max one of them. Maybe you can max one of them. It is absolutely awful. And yes, people will be like, oh, Sefhi, but that's just meta and people who care. But it's not really only meta. If we're getting 3 units per month, and of course you are releasing characters that look good, that's why we are pulling for them. We cannot invest in these new characters that look great because we do not have the resources. And if we say we're skipping maybe 6 characters we like for just one, and then you skip 6 characters and you invest in one, and so on and so forth. So that's like the next issue I hope they tackle and they talk more. A skill book acquisition, it's trash. It needs to be changed. We need to be getting a lot more, in my opinion. It just takes too long to be able to be testing characters. Even for testing, every time a new character releases, I'll try to go 777 at least or close to, so I can properly test, or like a good amount depending on the character. Even if you go to Sky's streams, he has problems like fully investing in them without actually using resources that someone like him who properly optimizes does not want to use them on like shit characters, right? So that will be the next thing I wish they talk about, because getting 2-3 units per month is just too much. It's too much. But we'll see what they do. We'll see what they do. I'm actually really happy with this new update. We're getting 2 mates before summer, safe for summer. Unless these characters are limited, I'm gonna say for absolutely everybody, you need to skip these two. You need to skip these 2 mates. I know a lot of you are gonna be disagreeing with this, and they're gonna probably have good fan service, but I'm just saying, if they're not limited, summer is limited. Until 2025, you're not getting these characters anymore. And there's gonna be 8 of them, most likely. So no matter how good they are, if they're not limited, most of you have meta units already, just safe. Alright, bossos? Don't be gambling addicts, even though most of us are gonna be pulling, but just saying. Give me the good advice, and then I will go and be a gambling addict. But all that said, it's gonna be it for this video. Just wanted to talk a little bit about the special interception, how I'm feeling about the system, what I would like to see on the new system, and that's gonna be about it. We're gonna be live later. Come say hello, playing Wuthering Waves, and NIKKE, of course, on Reset, doing our daily server wars. If you're interested, come by, have a great time. Thank you to my Pedros for making this content possible. Love you all, bossos. Good luck with your pool dinner, and see you in the next one.
役立たずは楽園から追放するのみ。ブランとノワールのショータイムです。天地万物を切るとはこういうことだ。